Day 29, 27th of June.
The first thing that we have up here is a disclaimer form.
Larry did the safety spiel on the bus this morning and had everyone in stitches. The driver laughed all the way through it and was impressed that Larry had remembered everything. And for the first time this trip, everyone listened to the safety spiel.
Washroom. There are 3 rules when we use this washroom. The first one is lock the door. That's right. And the second one is lock the door. And the third one is wash your hands. Right. Then as you proceed down the aisles, you will find something which is impossible to reach. These are called emergency exits. And it's only in emergencies that you get these. You find the tallest man in the place and you get him to stick me on top of his shoulders and we can get to the emergency exit. On your trips as you have come along, you go to take photos and you will see a picture of your camera. That is because these are not non-reflective windows. These are actually emergency exits. When you go to these windows and if you cannot see out to take a good photo, you lift the bar, you push the window out, and because you have already paid a large amount, the extra $1,500 to replace that glass is well worth getting the good photos on this trip. I have been told that we have a first aid kit inside here. We have never looked because we have never had anyone's arm cut off. Some people are a nuisance to you on your trip. Like myself, do not go to the first aid kit when they cut their arm off. Leave them and you'll never have to put up with me ever again on one of your trips. We have a fire extinguisher down here. I have never found the fire extinguisher down there and I hope we never have to. It's meant to be under this seat here, but it is never to be seen because no one can get down there far enough to find it, especially when you get to our age. We have a line across here. This line is one you are never to cross. You cross this line, you are in the deepest trouble. The same way as our driver here is not allowed to cross that line, don't you ever think about crossing this line when we're on this coach. We have also a red button up the front here. When the driver does not let you out of this coach, you can just come and push that button anytime you like and you get to go to your bathroom stop because they never stop for you enough.
That being done, Larry was presented with a book signed by everyone as a thanks for being him. The book is Larry Gets Lost in Alaska, and for the first time, Larry was speechless. And yes, I had tears in my eyes. It was pretty darn special. We're off to Whittier today. It's raining, so no good photos from the trip that had really beautiful scenery. While waiting our turn to go through the tunnel, our driver Tyler from Ireland sang 2 songs, one of them in Gaelic. What a fabulous voice. Then the Whittier Tunnel, 2.5 miles long, carved through the mountain by the military for a railway tunnel. It has safe houses at various places that are stored with food and water for 55 people for 3 days. Once the military pulled out of Whittier, the tunnel was opened to vehicles, only one way, and the train gets priority, and it felt like a tight squeeze for the bus.
This is the guest services deck on board.
Then we must have been the first to board the boat, so we had 8 hours to explore before leaving port. Fun! We were like kids trying to see everything in the first 5 minutes.
We're aboard the Grand Princess and just looking at one of the swimming pools with the spa. This is the view from the movie theatre at the back of a cruise liner at the wharf in Whittier. One of the movie theatres on board the Grand Princess. It's quite cool when you get to sit back at a couch and you've got your own glass tables in front of you. We are really spoiled. And here we are heading out of Whittier in the pouring rain. Even in this, it's quite a pretty place, is Whittier. Looking back there, you can see a pile of boats in the marina, one hotel, another pile of boats. They say there's more boats than there are people here in Whittier. And if you look there on the left of the screen, you'll see one building. That building houses everybody that lives in Whittier. There is a school right next to that building, and there's a tunnel going underneath the ground from the building to the school, so in midwinter nobody has to even go outside. And that's Whittier.
Then leaving Whittier, it is like a giant version of Fiordland, and we will always remember Whittier and waterfalls. Lots and lots of magnificent waterfalls.